Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Umama Lu'lu'a and this is the pre-iftar plug. Now we've come from three very good segments, very lovely segments, and I apologize. I know the last one took a little bit longer than expected, but it was such a great conversation talking all things humanitarian work. And then we spoke about suhoor and iftar, made you guys all hungry, and we spoke about getting into the Ramadan spirit. I'm gonna have to just fly through this segment, which I hate to do because you guys know that Muslim market is my favorite segment that I think I've ever done because it's just such a good segment. This segment is where we spotlight young Muslim entrepreneurs who are building, creating, and doing their thing in the industry. We're talking passion, business, branding, and everything in between. And today we are joined by three incredible young women who are the brains behind a pop-up coffee brand that has been making serious waves, especially if you've been outside lately, which I hope you guys have been, just a little bit of shopping before Ramadan. Then you'd know what I'm talking about. I am joined by the brains behind BLB Coffee. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you guys?
Alhamdulillah, and you?
Alhamdulillah. I once again must apologize. I kept you guys waiting for so long. I am so sorry for that. But we have such conversation. But before I start, I need to know who's who here. So can you guys please introduce yourselves?
Okay, so I'm Almaaz. This is Naqiyah.
And I'm Naseema. Nice to
All
meet
right.
you.
So lovely to meet you guys. I'm gonna get straight into questions since time is not necessarily on our side. Um, First things first, which I think everybody wants to know is what does BLB stand for? Now, I watched the video on your Instagram, so I understand a little something, but for the listeners who haven't, why don't you Almaz, why don't you tell us all about BLB?
Okay, well, BLB wasn't a business plan for us. We never saw it as something that was going to become a business. It was literally just the three of us and our friendship and us leading each other through life. And through that, we turned into the blind leading the blind. And that's how we came about having a whole coffee venture, because with the stories that we used to come to each other with, we always used to say, okay, let's go for coffee, then we can talk about this. Let's go for coffee and we can do this. Let's have coffee, and everything was about coffee. So then we decided we needed our own space. Like, this is because coffee became our safe space. We wanted to create that same space for everyone. And through that, we wanted to build a whole community. So that's how we came about choosing coffee.
Yeah.
I love that. I spoke about this with one of the previous guests as well, of turning something that you love into a business, because at the end of the day you make money from something you like, and no one doesn't like making money. And also it's so fulfilling, it's so
Yeah.
fulfilling because the feeling for you guys, the feeling that you get from having your coffee and having your girl talk and things like that, other people are able to do the same thing with your product. So it's such a fulfilling thing. I love that for you guys. And blind leading the blind is not what I had in my mind, but I love it. I love it. So how did the three of you come together? We spoke about how BLB wasn't something that was planned, but looking at the video, and it was like a group chat situation, what, like, can you give us like a full rundown from like the behind the scenes almost? And Naseema, you can answer that one for us.
Sure. So the three of us, we were actually all friends separately for a very long time. I mean, I've known Nikia since we were born,
Yeah.
and they knew each other as well. And then we met. So we all were friends for a very long time. And then she got married, and I think that brought us even closer. So we started hanging out more and started going for coffees more and catching up. And I think because of that, we got into this whole idea because that brought us all even closer. But we all knew, I mean, we grew up together. Our parents knew each other. It was a bond from the beginning already.
Yes, yes. So, why don't you tell me, I know that you guys started with coffee, but after doing a little bit of stalking, that there's matcha and the good stuff as well. So did it start off with just coffee, or was matcha something that you added afterwards? Was it only for the hype, or is it because you guys like matcha? Like, let me know. Give me the inside scoop on that.
Actually, Naqiyah is allergic to coffee.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll just put that out there. I actually have this weird allergy to coffee that I can't drink coffee. It makes me violently ill. So never ever drank coffee, and I don't enjoy matcha either.
Oh no! What do you mean you don't like
Yeah.
matcha?
So every time used to go out for our little coffee dates, and we would say they would order coffee and I'd have a decaf coffee. So that was like it. So it's weird that we chose coffee and matcha as a combination to sell, but honestly, I have tasted our coffee,
Yes.
and I didn't get allergic to that.
We did force the reaction on
Yeah.
it. And we said, whatever happens, happens. You have to know the product you sell.
Yeah. So I think it wasn't really a thing where we chose coffee and matcha. And matcha, we didn't just jump on the hype. I think it was Naseema. Yeah, Naseema loves matcha, and she's the best at making matcha. She can make matcha. She can make a non-matcha drinker love matcha, and I'm testament to that.
I am too,
Yeah.
because I hate it.
Yeah.
And I've
Oh
also tried
no!
it
I don't know if I could be you
Yeah.
guys' friends. I think only Naseema. I have to come to your house
Yeah.
and have some matcha. The rest of you, I don't know.
I think also because like I did grow up overseas and matcha was a very big thing there. It was never
Yeah.
a big thing here, so I spent so many years having it anyways that I actually enjoy the taste. Even without syrup, I
Yeah.
enjoy the taste of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're a true matcha lover. We're just kind of fakes over here, but
Yeah.
I'll just give myself a little bit of credit. We will go for a quick break, but we will be back, and I have so many more exciting questions for you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, it's a wonder how kids get anything done these days. With all the distractions, when do they even get time to study? As a mother, all I can really do is make sure they have all they need.
In this Ramadan.
All right, we are back on the Muslim segment on the pre-iftar plug with myself, Umama Lu'a. We have been having a very lovely and exciting conversation with the beautiful ladies on the screen, talking all things blind leading the blind coffee, guys. I'm not going to keep quiet about this, but we've spoken about, how some people don't like matcha here, side eye, others are allergic to coffee, and just the brains behind VLB coffee. So now, Nakia, my question will be to you. You guys were recently at the Rendezvous pop-up market, and at least that's where I discovered you. And a lot of people actually discovered you guys as well. So what was that experience like for you guys? Did you expect the response that you got, and just how was the experience?
So BLB Coffee is fairly new. We didn't have many pop-ups, so we weren't open for a very long time before we started Rendezvous. And when we
Yeah.
got to Rendezvous, we oh, it was an amazing experience. I can just say that it was all the emotions in one. It was overwhelming, but in the greatest ways possible. It was We were busy constantly, which was great as well. We got to share our coffee and our love for what we do with everybody else. We met different people. So I think the girls can agree with me. We did not expect that turnout,
Yeah.
but Alhamdulillah, we are so grateful for that turnout that it was crazy. Like I actually was left speechless at the end of that weekend. It was an amazing, amazing experience, and we were a new brand, and to see people actually enjoying the coffee we're giving and the conversation we're giving, and
Coming
it
back.
yeah, and people were coming back for more, and they were telling us and giving us such great feedback that was such a heartwarming experience for us because we've put in so much effort, time, and like literally blood, sweat, and tears into our business that when people were coming to us and saying, like, this is amazing, this is such good coffee, we were speechless. We couldn't even express our gratitude. It was an incredible experience.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. It's just a pity that you guys are not in studio with me today. I was 100% planning on saying, just bring me one matcha. I'm
We
gonna
would
pay.
would
Don't
have.
worry.
We would have.
We 100% would have brought you more than one matcha.
I was gonna go home with like this full matchas and coffees, and I was not gonna be mad at it, and I wasn't gonna share it with my family. But um, I think from here on, why don't you guys tell me, like, are you guys looking at more pop-ups after experiencing Rendezvous, or like, what do you see for the future of BLB Coffee?
So we love the pop-ups, we really do, and we will be doing more of those, inshallah. But from the feedback we got from the community and from everyone that's tried BLB, I mean, the one comment that I've heard is, where are you guys based? Where can I get this on a normal basis? Where can I go on a Monday morning to get this? Where can I go when I have a craving to get this? And we want to have a place where people can come. So essentially that's our goal, is we want a place where people can come there as their group of friends to work, to come and just chat with their friends. They want to create an environment where they can come like we did with other coffee shops. And we want a stable location where we can continue serving our drinks.
And I think as much as we love pop-ups, the whole concept was that we get to meet people and they become family. And pop-ups are amazing, but it's difficult when it's such a rush to have chats with people. And
Yeah.
it does hurt that, we can't have a proper conversation with someone. And so if we had our own place or any of that, then we can take more time getting to know people and understanding them and have them become family the way we intended.
I love that response. I do think that when you guys are a proper location, I live very far from work and from Joburg and from coming to Robertsham to do the show. It was like I went on a hike or something. It's far, so I will go all the way to come and try some BLB coffee. And I can assure you of that. I think hearing the what people have to say rather about BLB and the feedback, that it's so positive that I'm so sure that it's really, really good, and I cannot wait to try it soon, inshallah. I'm just so bummed that I never get my fix today, but it's okay. um, I I want to now look at it from a Ramadan perspective, considering this is a Ramadan show, we're in Ramadan, etc., etc. And that is that in Ramadan, especially, there's this conversation around business and barakah. So, do you feel like running a business as a Muslim woman has changed your relationship with risk and trust in Allah? So, I want to start with Almaz. What do you think about that?
Okay, so I feel like when you starting a business and a lot of stuff are hype, especially when you're going into business where you've got a lot of I want to say competition, but we're not looking at other coffee shops or matcha places as competition because the community is so big, there's space for everybody. So when it comes to that, we believe that everybody's rose is written. So no matter what, no matter where you are, no matter who's next to you, whoever's meant to come to you will come to you. So in that aspect, I think we've had complete trust in Allah that our rose is written and whatever's meant to be is going to be.
Yeah.
Yes, I could not agree more. And what do you guys think, Nakia and Naseema?
I think she worded it perfectly.
Yeah, like there's nothing I would add to that. It's when we started BLB, we went in with good intentions, pure heart, that we just want as three friends to create something amazing, something magical, something to share with everyone else. And we put our complete faith and trust in Allah that whatever we do with good intention. And I think if you do anything with good intention, that it will be a success, inshallah. So that's
Yeah.
where we are at with BLB.
I love that. Now, I want to say this is one of my favorite questions that I have, because I don't know. People say that I'm very influenced by online culture, but I would beg to differ. I'm not. But when I ask this question, it's gonna like just prove my point wrong. And that is that your brand is very aesthetically pleasing, is very aesthetically clean and social media worthy. Was this intentional from the start, or did it naturally develop?
I think it was intentional and it also developed. So it's a bit of both, because when we started it, we wanted something that was,
Timeless.
yeah, timeless,
Yeah.
something that wasn't done before in, or something that wasn't normally done. So like you don't actually think you're gonna grab your coffee. When you think of coffee, you immediately think a cardboard cup, or you think those takeaways cups. So we wanted to, something that was significant to BLB. When you think of a can, which is our packaging, you think of BLB, and it's something where people can run around with without having to open it or drink it right now. And that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted a timeless piece, and we wanted to create something that was very different to what was out there. And like you said, social media is a big thing, and we can't hide from it. It's there. It's, we are part of it, every one of us, every day. So like the Instagrammable part of it is a perk, I won't lie.
Even the aesthetic of our trailer itself. We also wanted that timeless look, the clean look. Nothing like something classy with the wood and everything. I think we always had somewhat of that intention from the beginning.
And when it came to like us designing our brand, our logo, it's crazy because we sat together and we just all had the same idea, from the color even.
Actually, our color was green
Yeah.
initially.
Yeah.
It was
It was,
green.
It
How
yeah,
did the
it was
switch happen?
All of
It
us
wasn't
were
sitting
just-
right.
yeah, like we were like, this just doesn't feel like us.
when we looked at it, we weren't like like, you know, like feeling like this is the brand that we want to put out there. And then that color just, our color came to us together.
We were literally just sitting on Illustrate and playing with the color wheel. And I think you were just like, okay, this is sitting well. And then Nikki and I agreed with it. And then we were playing with the different shades within that color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our favorite color, you can see. I can help you today.
No, I think that honestly, living in 2025 and everything is centered around social media, and if something is worth taking a snap and posting it on your story, that you guys did very well, because if I got my matcha or my coffee in a can, I'm gonna post it on my story. And just the whole idea behind BLB, and you know, the execution of it is absolutely amazing, and we're very, very proud of you guys here at Salam Media. And
Thank you.
we you guys are so welcome, and I really, like I've been saying, I can't wait to have my coffee and my matcha. This is not okay, guys. You guys have to do another pop-up or something after Ramadan, so that I can get it, inshallah.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, for Ramadan, we are doing a curbside pickup thing because we
Oh.
thought we were going to close for Ramadan, and then there was so much of demand for it. We were like, okay, well, the public has spoken. So
Yes. So
just
tell me
also
about
not
that.
to
Tell us
take
about it.
Okay, so not to take away from Ramadan as well, because we also wanted time to pray and reflect. So we decided that we'd have a certain time of the day where people can pick up all their orders, and that will be their time, and they can take them and they'll be canned and sealed. So we're running that.
Pre-orders.
Yeah, it's pre-orders. So if anyone's having iftar dinners or mass series, and they want BLB to be a part of that, then they've ordered with us, and we pre-make it the same day so that it's fresh, and then they can pick it up on that same day, and then yeah, we can be
Okay, so
BLB
like,
can be at the iftar table.
where's this curbside pickup situation though? Let the people know.
So you can order on our Instagram. You just DM us
Okay.
on the Instagram
Yeah.
account, and then you'll let us know if you want it to pick it up. And we're thinking of offering delivery as well. And then we would either deliver to you, or you pick up from an address in Houghton which we'd give to the customer.
Okay.
And then and then we'll make that, and it will be a part of your iftar.
Okay, well, I cannot wait to come to Houghton and get my fix soon, inshallah. I'll come from the bundus that I stay in and come all the way to Houghton and come and fetch, inshallah. But unfortunately, we have reached the end of our conversation and the end of the show in general. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me for the Muslim market. I had to have you guys on, and I felt it was a bit random when I messaged you guys and asked you to come on the show, but it had to happen.
No, but
Had
thank
to
you so
happen.
much for having us on the show.
Yeah.
We
You're
really,
so
really appreciate it, and we appreciate you and taking your time out to interview us.
Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed this conversation. It's been so refreshing. And I know that the viewers have as well. I always get such good feedback when we have the Muslim market and such demand for the Muslim market. So, you guys being the first Muslim market of Ramadan is a very special thing. Hold it with pride. But yeah, no, thank you so much. And to the viewers, Jazakallah so much for joining me for this segment and for the show. My name is Umama Lu'lu'a, and this has been the pre-iftar plug. See you all next week, same place, same time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.